one of the biggest new mediums right now for that's up and coming for making money is mobile marketing. There's been many product launches you've probably seen out there, people talking about showing you how to make money using mobile, but there's not a lot of people that can really monetize mobile marketing and SMS marketing out there. There's been a lot of things that have come out, and a lot of them have just been people trying to get in front of the wave, but really didn't have products that work, techniques that work, or solutions that actually work, because that will allow people to actually take action on their cell phones. But Craig, once again, has been the cutting edge of that. He's been able to crack the code with that, and he's been able to develop some systems and some software that allows you to go out and really do SMS marketing in a large way. I'm of the belief that it takes massive action if you want to get massive results, and typically in mobile marketing, as you probably talk about, it could be very expensive, to go out and do text blasts and to get a lot of text messages out there, or it could be very time consuming. And what Craig is going to show you is something that he's been able to develop that allows you to be able to go after this market in a very, very big way, that allows you to be able to monetize this market in a very big way. So whether you're out there, whether you have your own product, whether you have, I know many of you on my list are in network marketing, so whether you have a network marketing company that you're trying to promote, whether you have your own products that you're trying to promote, whether you want to promote affiliate marketing, or whether you just want to get the word out to people in mass without having to spend a heap of money to do it, you'll actually be able to broadcast it to lots and lots of people for free. Craig has cracked the code with that. So without further ado, I know you guys are not on here to hear me babble on about this, but it gives me my great pleasure to introduce my buddy, Mr. Craig James, who's going to talk to you and teach you how to use SMS marketing in a big way to explode your business. Take it away, Craig.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. You did a good job. A lot of people never attend these webinars, or this might be your first time that you've ever even watched one of these. But one thing I like about these are the great approach that we're able to actually get across the board and actually have it to where we can show you something. You can also at the same time see the passion that we have for it, and most importantly, you get to see the actual demonstration from, like, I myself, the developer, somebody that's mastered it, somebody that can tell you everything, and most importantly, at the end, you can ask all the questions you want. As a matter of fact, save any question that you have, go ahead, type it in. I'll see it when we get at the very end of the webinar, and I will address it one-on-one right there with you and let you know exact answer. Now, I'm going to get started on this, and let's get the introduction out the way. He did a great job, but I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Craig James. I've been doing online marketing for 10 years. This is something that I'm a veteran in. This is something that I have molded myself to be able to do multiple, various types of concepts of marketing, software development. I have self-trained, self-taught myself how to do extremely everything I know. And as a matter of fact, what I want you to know is everything that I've ever learned has not been from going on Google and looking for things. As a matter of fact, everything I've learned, I actually had to think of and had to put tools, develop tools, and make them. And this is what's cool for you guys, is you get to actually talk to me. I get to tell you what I'm doing, and I also at the same time, of course, already have the plan for you laid out with the system that I already developed. Because everything that I do, just like Kershawn said with Craigslist, a lot of people beat their heads against the wall when I did that for about 9 years. And they couldn't figure out how to do it. But I was the one that knew how. And anybody that came into contact with me was able to press one button and be able to go across the whole entire nation and have full solid advertising and get 20, 30, 40, 50 calls a day. Now that is something that people just really, really loved. But unfortunately, what I want you to know is me as a marketer, I've learned that trends die. Things that were working 5 years ago do not work 5 years later. And that's why you see me here right now doing an auto SMS webinar instead of a Craigslist software system webinar, is because it no longer is as effective. No longer as big as leads, no longer 20 calls, 30 calls a day. It's more like one every 3 days. The market has crashed in that area. So I, during this time of seeing this depreciation of the site and the leads that it was coming through, I've been developing this auto SMS system. Now, I want to tell you something. Like I told you before, I've been doing this for 10 years, and I have a family. I have 3 children, a beautiful wife. I have cars, a house, I have bills. I'm not telling you that to show off. I'm telling you, just like you are right now, somebody that actually has a life, that has bills and has to make a living. And one thing that I found is when I started doing this auto SMS system, I became not only just a great Craigslist marketer, but an actual mobile marketer extremist. As a matter of fact, a pioneer in the mobile marketing game. You're not going to find too many people. You type in auto SMS system, you're going to see multiple review sites. You're going to see a lot of things about me that I'm in the mobile marketing game. You go to YouTube and type in text marketing, and you will see that I am the number 5 spot inside of there. And the reason why is because I know that mobile marketing is the way to go. I'm also at the same time doing so well with text marketing, I'm able to get indexed on there, and I want you to be able to do the same with what I got, bottom line. Now, let's get on to this webinar here. I got something really outstanding for you guys, something you're going to love, and the bottom line is, the question of the day is always, basically, it's going to be, why choose your system? Why do any of this? And what I'm going to tell you is the true power of leverage. Now, this is the first thing that they taught me when I was going to my university in Phoenix. I actually attended ASU, and you know, one of the things that I found when I was going to business management, different various sales classes and things like that, is they always talked about the power of leverage. It was always something that was a discussion, and one of the things I find that is important is when you have the power of leverage, you basically dominate everything. And with the auto SMS system, what it does is it gives you a way of being able to be just a little person and actually have a computer system and be able to press one button and hit it all out of the park. You don't have any problems. You don't have to worry about paying. You don't have budget crises to keep you from doing your marketing with mobile marketing. You don't have any of that with the auto SMS system. As a matter of fact, it's 100% fee-free. So you don't have to do not one single thing except press one button. Now, when you have leverage into a marketing game like that, to where you can easily press one button and send out multiple text messages all across the board, geo-targeted. You can also keyword search with laser targeting. You could type in a certain keyword and actually get only phone numbers that are based on those particular type of people. There are so many things that you can do that will give you so much leverage that you will actually hit a grand slam right out of the park every single time. Now, you know, the bottom line is also one thing you need to pay attention to is just like what this shows right here. You know, when you are that little guy and you have that true power of leverage, you can get right up underneath the big guy and completely plow him right over. I mean, I'm telling you right now that this is something that gives you a core. That's what I refer to. I do a lot of martial art training, and all we talk about is the core, building the core. Well, this is a marketing core, and when you have a built marketing core, you can get right underneath the big guy and completely move him out the way. And most importantly, you don't have to spend thousands like these guys do, and you don't have to worry about going through Google. You don't have to worry about getting indexed. You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. It's completely out of the picture. Now, you know, when it comes down to auto SMS system, you know, it's all about mobile marketing, bottom line. You know, a lot of people probably heard of voice broadcasting or email marketing or even classified ad marketing. And SEO too, you know, that's a good one as well. And all these work fine when you're thinking, okay, am I going to get a lead? They'll get you a lead. But one thing I found about this system is if perfected right, and when I say perfected right, just basically following the rules of the averages, and actually if you're looking for people that need, say, loans, and you use the system to scrape people that were selling something in the for sale section like TVs, cars, things like that, guess what? If they're selling something, 9 out of 10, they probably need some money. So with that said, you could easily scrape those numbers. You can hit one button, send a text message to all those people. You never have to pay nothing. They don't bounce. 87% of them are going to get checked within the first hour. That's right, 87% are going to get checked within the first hour when you are utilizing text marketing as your way. You know, email is what, 20%? And out of the 20%, 5% open. Voice broadcasting, 15%. And out of the 15% that answer, only 3% convert. You know, these are all statistics that are real. But with this statistic, with mobile marketing, it is 100% ironclad because it is written. It's 87% of all text messages will be open within an hour. Even you yourself, if you think about it, if you get a text message, tell me you do not look at that text message the first chance that you have, if not right then. And it automatically closes that out right now. Now, for instance, with email, think about how many times you hit the delete and don't read it. Think about how many times you hit the spam button. Think about voice broadcasting. Think about how many times you get a call and you have a guy with the most horriblest sales pitch and you can't even believe that he's even recording his voice. But he's there and he's saying, "Hi, my name is Dan and I would like to make you $1 million." That you hang up that phone and you 100% walk away from that. It happens every day. But the text message, check it out. You can't hang up on it. You can't forget about it. You can't delete it. You can't do none of these things except read it and go about your business. And if you don't like it, I guess you already read it. You can replay text back stop. The system will automatically remove them from the blacklist. That's fine too. But at the same time, you know, it's implemented. It's printed right into their brain on what they read. And if it's something that touches on what they're about or what they're going through or something they will be going through that day or the next, guess what? You've already got it across the board. You're different than the other two, right there on the spot. Now, basically, you know, that's one thing that I really like about the auto SMS system. It's something that I saw the power of, and that's why right now you'll see that I've invested 3.5 years of development of my time, my money, over 6,000 programming hours I put in on my own time, including outsourcing, to rack up a bill that you won't believe of $97,427 with a decimal to the 87 cent. I know it because I did the full math. It was a write-off. I know exactly what I spent, and that is a software development cost for something this powerful. And guess what? You already know that you're not even going to pay a fraction of what that is. I did that because I needed it for myself, for my own marketing, because Craigslist was crashing. It was not as busy as it used to be. It was time for me as a marketer to do exactly what Mr. Einstein always says, which is the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing twice and expecting different results. I decided that if I had common sense, that I needed to get as far away from what I was doing and get to something different right there on the spot. That's what I did, and I got into this, and let me tell you what, you won't find anything as powerful. As a matter of fact, any business you're doing now, anything you're doing now, I don't care what it is, you turn around and you text out to 10,000 people and tell me if you don't have more results than anything else that you can do. Bottom line. Now, I know a lot of people are concerned because we got baby boomers that are very interested in becoming online marketers. We even have people that aren't baby boomers, people that are 30 years old, 25, that don't know computers. Now, I don't find anybody under the 25 age that don't know computers. As a matter of fact, my 6-year-old even has a computer that's required to go to school. It's something that they're all taught in school. But I always keep that in mind to where I always remember that everything that I'm doing, I have to remember. I have to make sure, and I'm not, don't get upset if anybody's in here are older people. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. You can use this. But one thing I found is if my own grandmother can't use it, it's not sellable. It is going to be a customer service nightmare, and I don't want it. So the bottom line is this is Grandma Joan tested. That's my grandmother. It's got a 0 learning curve on it. If that little girl right there could at least be coherent enough to understand me to show her how to push simplistic one button, she could run that too. It's that simple. It's 0 learning curve. You don't have to be anything other than a person that can check your email. If you can check your email, then you can use this system. I guarantee it. I make videos that show you step by step, and I also have an email that I observe with me or my partner Peyton that on the drop of a dime, if somebody has a problem, that we wouldn't get on there and help them, send them an email, and make sure that they knew how to operate this system, because that is what we guarantee. We warranty it. We make sure that you know that we warranty the support and the working of this software system, bottom line. Now, you know, I also have some surprises after the show where you'll be able to actually go and see some live testimonials and case studies. But I just want you to see some text right here of people that of course, you know, they didn't do audio nor video for me. Some people are not shining lights on the video screen. I can assure you that it was easy for them to send an email, so I wanted to add these in here. These are great because they all prove the same thing that I'm talking about. Now, let's look at this. calls were coming in within minutes. Now, excuse the spelling there where it says we are with the apostrophe, because once again, these are real testimonials. I copy-pasted exactly what I got from Skype, and I put it right here so you could read it. The bottom line is with this is they got calls within minutes. I know people that are getting 5 o'clock shadow before they even get a call, and guess what? It's a voice broadcasting call, and it's not even business. But yet these people are doing it, and they're getting it within minutes. As easy as point and click. Now let me tell you what. When you can simply just press one thing and have it do it, that is what you're looking for. You're not looking for what I call triplex software systems. Doesn't that sound hard? The way I said that just sounds like, oh my God, it would scare you away from even wanting to buy it. But you know what? It's 3 tiers, which means you have to do one thing to go to the next thing to the next thing. This is not a 3-tier system. This is a 1-tier system. It's as easy as pressing one button, and it does it right there on the spot. And once again, we see here, less than 5 minutes before I saw results. You know, just like the calls were coming in with minutes, you're getting results. See, results to this person probably weren't calls. It was probably more something like opt-in results. Maybe they're building a list. Maybe they're getting people to a website. Maybe they're doing an informational list that they're building so they can actually get people that are irrelevant to a product to fill out for a list, so then they can get them to a webinar like this where they actually talk about information based on what their interest was to then sell them a product when they're done. See, these are all the cool things that you can do. We're going to go right here again. Super easy to use. Like I already said, 0 learning curve. Positive responses came in very fast. Now, you know, I can't go on any more and more. It's going to be the same story every time. Either I get an email that they got calls within minutes, or it's easy to use. Bottom line. Now, you know, this is something that really catches my attention. And you know, sometimes people, they have a smart aleck approach on this, of course, to the right. And they're going to tell you you'll become a bum if you don't do this system. Well, let me tell you what. You won't become a bum if you don't do this system if you're fortunate enough to find something else that works. There's more than one way to skin a cat. But what I'm telling you right now is I have a founded system that I know, it's proven that I use, that I'm very successful at. And this picture right here is something that I will never be in. As a matter of fact, I never will. I'll be right here in Hawaii surfing. That's me. That is me right there. Maybe a couple more pounds on there, but that's me for sure. I can guarantee that. It's never going to be over here. And the reason why is because, once again, when you heard me make my introductory, one of the things I wanted to point out to you is when I told you I was a marketer, I wanted to prove to you that I was a marketer, which means that I'm adaptable, which means that I'm able to come up with a new concept and able to get myself out of a dying zone to a living area. And that's something that either you're going to have to be, or you're going to have to watch somebody like me and catch the wave too, just like I'm doing. And if you're not somebody that's going to be catching the wave or coming up with a concept, you probably will end up over here the way the economy's looking right now within the next few years. And it's not a joke, and it's something that's not pressure to do that, but it's a pure, honest truth. Now, of course, Krishan's already went out of the way and told you a little bit about some of the things I did, but I just want you to know that I am Craig. You know, I'm Craig James. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've done ad posting computers for Craigslist, Backpage, Kijiji. I've done automated e-commerce systems that are awesome. I got a brand new one coming out for Amazon. You guys keep posted. You'll see about that. These things are smoking hot. I got secret traffic techniques that are for backlinks for the SEO guys that do it for people that hire for SEO jobs that they really don't tell them that all they do is hit one button with stuff that I've made and it takes care of everything. I got everything that anyone would ever need, and I continue to make each one of these systems work and operate, which means that the auto SMS system will be an addition down here when the next edition comes, and guess what? It will never end. These are all things that I put together in one arsenal to do several different things based on clients that I get or based on products and concepts that I need to adapt to depending on what the product is. And I want you to know that I know my stuff. These are all things that I've developed, and you can't find one person. I can't find anybody out there that develops anything worth a while anymore. They're outsourcing. They're going to get a freelancer. There's no get a freelancer with me. It's me developing what my dreams are because I know they work. And I put them together because they're going to make me money. And after they've been proven to make me money, I sell them to you, bottom line. Now, let's see here. Let's get down to business. Now, I know a lot of people want to see the auto SMS system, so we're going to do just that. We're going to get right onto the auto SMS system. We're going to check this bad boy out. Here it is. Very easy, very easy. You notice how there's only right here 5 buttons? That's it. We got an import phone list, which I'll show you real quick. That you can simply just go right here. I'll even show you what this looks like. You can take a number, for instance. You see how these numbers are in here? They're all hyphens or whatever the case may be. Just regular numbers in an actual text file. I don't know the cell carrier. I don't have to know if it's a landline. I don't need to know anything. All I want to know is whatever cell phones are in there, I need this software to make sure it finds its cell phone carrier and kicks out all the rest so I can text these bad boys and make some money. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double click right here. And it's going to go through, it's going to kick out any numbers that are not landlines. It's going to find the carriers of the cell phones for the numbers that are cell phones. It's going to put it right into the console. No questions asked, no problems. As you see right here, it did exactly that. Now, there's something even cooler. Say you don't have a list. Say you don't know anybody. Say the only thing you know is you want to buy my system when we're done tonight and you want to use it right away. No problem. I got you covered. Let's go ahead and close out of this. Let's go ahead and reopen it again. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use the scrape cell phones mechanism button we have right here. It's generated to go off of websites such as Craigslist, Backpage, Kijiji. We got eBay Classifieds. We got ForSaleByOwner.com for all you REI guys or guys that want to get involved in short sales or want to help find real estate agents' actual listings, whatever the case may be. I have it in there. I got Merchant Circle for all service-to-service solicitations. I have you covered, 100% covered. I even have the new domain owner directory on the Whois, to where you can go right to there and take out. There's 200,000 new domains every single day, and you can go right through there and grab those and market them too for all you web designers out there, for all you SEO people out there, for all you people that are just trying to make some money and have something that can help somebody with a new website or business. Bottom line, startup businesses, startup business loans. I can keep going and going, but we don't have time for it. I'm going to show you exactly how to use this real quick. You can do a few things. You can nitpick per city. You can just go ahead up top here, and you can take them all. Each major metropolis area is going to be highlighted, as you can see right here. Any metro area is going to be 100% highlighted. You have all the communities. Everything's broken down to the nearest science of every section of every site. And the reason why is because we want you to laser target. I want you to be able to find the type of criteria of people that you can find by going through this. For instance, let's just go down right here. Say you were looking for jobs. Say you were looking for employers. You want to get a hold of business owners or anything you can think of. Say you want to get a hold of people that don't have jobs. There you go. They got the resumes, gigs, whatever the case may be, services. These are all business providers. Anybody that has a service to offer to them, this is cake right here. This is a way to go. For all you merchant credit card affiliates, there you go, buds. Right there. Go make some money. It's as easy as that. But I'm going to give you an example real quick. I'm going to go ahead and check financial services. If I want to, I can go ahead and enter an area code if I want to filter that. I can do prefixes if I want to filter that. Prefixes are the actual 3 digits that come after the area code on your phone number. That actually, really what it is in reality is going to be saying what phone carrier it comes from. But some people are very intuitive to that stuff, and they understand it, so they want that extra add-on there. We got keywords. You can put in the word loan. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and just put in 100 right here. And I'm going to put the skip duplicate cell phone just to show you, because this is the other cool thing. This system will not grab the same cell phone. As a matter of fact, as soon as it puts a cell phone number in there, it will not allow it to scrape it again. So if there's any spammers out there or people that are multiple posting all their advertisements or whatever the case may be, if it finds that same number, it kicks it out. So you don't have to worry. It's scrubbed, so it does a conservative, nice marketing campaign that's really free flow, free of any hiccups or any problems, and most importantly, you're not making anybody mad by giving them 25 text messages in 1 hour. So that's very important. Now, basically, I'm going to go ahead and hit Craigslist right here. We're going to get 100. Doesn't take very long. Probably going to take us about maybe about, oh, give or take, probably a minute tops, and it'll be done. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through and it's going to find all the cell phones that are in these different ads. And one of the important things about it, finding these cell phones in these ads, are the reason why we're doing it this way is because when we're scraping, we're finding these cell phones that are advertised. And we automatically know right there that they're not on the do not call list, and if they are, they've already exempted themselves by advertising their personal cell phone number, because the rules are as clear as gold. And the rules with the do not call list are you are not allowed to use that number for business or solicitation purposes. It exempts it automatically through there. It's in bold, and it's there for us to use and take advantage of. Bottom line. The other step is sending them permission-based text marketing, which we're going to get into in a second, but it is something that you would want to send them a question rather than say, go to my website. You would say, if you were wanting them to make money, you would say, interested in making a new, wealthier concept for 2012, text back yes for more details. And anybody that texts back yes out of those 20,000 people, you got 200 out of there. Guess what? Those 200 people are interested in making some money. So then they automatically, with the system, it will auto-respond and send it directly to them. Actually, the message that you pre-recorded in there, or not pre-recorded, I should say, pre-typed in there, already saved inside the system, that will say, thanks for you being interested. Go to this website right here, or call me, or whatever the case may be for you, and it will automatically do that. And it's as simple as that. Now I'm going to go ahead right here and show you just how user-friendly this is too, because I'm going to interrupt this. I'm going to hit stop, and I'm going to show you how it does not act up, as a matter of fact. It's going to actually go and close out, because we're not going to be sitting here and waiting. It's got 55. I don't want to continue. I don't like to ramble, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up this baby. We're going to show you. Boom. Did it close down? Did it have an error when I just stopped it when it was working? No. It went about its business, and it went right in here, and it loaded all the phone numbers that it scraped out, all 55, just like I said it already had. It found the cell phone carriers. It found everything that was necessary. This is something that's really awesome. You can't find anything else like this. Now, not only that, say you're somebody that's just kind of scraping for the day and you don't want to text that day. You can easily save this right here, right to your desktop. It's that simple. It's that easy. The whole list. So you can then import it at another time. So we have a lot of things put in this. Also, I want to go over the settings so you see some of the things, even though I went over some of it. I want you to see what this runs off of. This is a 100% fee-free system. So with that said, when you see a system like this, this is all that it's working off of, is an email account. That's it. Nothing else. That's why it's free. The secret's out, guys. I let the cat out of the bag. Now you know that, yes, you can send a text message with an email address. And as long as you have internet and email address and a Windows PC computer, you can be just as deadly as me and text thousands of people, bottom line. And that's it. That's it. You simply load it in here, you put your username and your password, and you're done. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to load it to be ready to go. If you're doing permission-based text marketing, you can simply just go ahead and you can add in a new concept or a new rule, or I can show you what mine looks like. So when somebody texts yes, like we have here, it will say thanks for your interest in the auto SMS system. Check it out online at theautosmssystem.com for more details. You know, it's as simple as that. It's autoresponder. I don't have to worry about doing anything. That's what I call a turnkey system. That's what I call I can sit at home. I can watch court TV all day long, Judge Judy, Judge Alex, you name it. I'm lazy. I don't care. And the reason why is because this system does every single thing for me. I just check my email on my Droid phone as I'm watching TV and just watch the credit card deals roll in saying that you just got paid. And it can be multiple products that's going on, and I want you to experience the same thing. I also have this set up right here for 40. So when a certain message comes through, even if you have multiple campaigns, you can just basically have it be a different word and all the way down the line. If somebody sends in yes, or if somebody sent in a TV promo, whatever the case may be, it will automatically forward it to an email of your choice. So you can keep that on file, keep that so you can look at your Droid to know when people say yes. If you're a phone person that want to call them right on the drop of the dime or something like that, I have it all set up for any type of marketer. I don't care if you're lazy, if you're a go-getter, whatever the case may be, this system is for you. Not only that, it has a compliance list inside here, which is a blacklist. And it's developed so when people text back stop, provided you have these checked off, it will automatically add their numbers into this list, just as you see right here. And it will never, ever, ever send a text message again. We have some, what I'd like to call more of a pro add-on here for the people that are really into marketing and understand software for tokens and things like that, that you can utilize as well. And these are pretty cool because in your text message that you're going to write, once again, these are only for people that are interested. So don't let this scare you. You don't need it. I don't use it. Somebody requested it, so I added it on. So with that said, if you're over there, if you made your little text message, which I'm going to show you here in a second, and you used a word and used hot, you could turn around right here and say warm, and you could turn around again and say anything you want. You know, it could be Luke, warm. It can be more words, 100 words, 20 words, whatever. And when you utilize this word right here, inside of there with brackets that look just like this, guess what? It swaps out that word with all the different words that are down here. So if you have 25, it will go one of those 25, and it will really change things. And that's something that is really nice for people that understand how to use it. You know, it's a spinner. A lot of people like spinners if they understand them. It really allows you to do some pretty cool things. And I'm going to get out of there. I don't want to scare anybody that doesn't understand it. And everybody that does understand it, they're already excited because they saw it was there, bottom line. We're going to go to the next one. Everybody's wanting to see it work. You want to see it text. You want to see how I make it text. Here we go. So let's say we have an email loaded inside the settings, just like I showed you. You had your autoresponder turned on or off, whether you wanted to do it, whether you're not. You have your blacklist checked off, yes, on that. You imported a list that you already had, or you scraped a list because you didn't have one. You will then hit the Run Campaign button. And it's as easy as pie. Just right here, you'll have your opt-out message. That will actually have a message underneath that will say, text back stop to be removed. It will automatically do that so everybody can have that option. It's compliable. It's the law. You need to do it. Not only that, you can have this right here to where it's double scrubbed now. Notice how I told you the scraper already scrubs, but if you import it in a list, it could have duplicates. So when you check this off, this will make sure you never send a text message to the same number more than once. So with that said, it automatically takes care of that for you so you don't have to worry about going through anything except just going through the process and hitting the text button. Now we have the subject right here. This is going to be a question right here, and it's going to be short and sweet. If we were going to be talking about text marketing, I would say something like here. Need a new marketing for 2012. And then underneath here, I'm going to be very simple. I'm going to say text back yes for more details. And that is it. Short and sweet. You can get bigger. You can write a book. Be up to 160 characters. As a matter of fact, you have this right here where it's checked off. It makes sure that you do 160 characters. You won't have a problem. For those of you that didn't know, you can also have email addresses as long as they're compliable. They're a part of your list that you own. You don't have to use iContact anymore. As a matter of fact, you can just have all your emails in a text file and import them in, and you can actually come right here and click the remove character limitation, and you can paste in an entire email with your link and everything for people to click, and also send out emails one by one like clockwork as well, hands-free too. So it's got beautiful functions. I wanted to let you know that a lot of people don't know that, but I'm not after people that are for email spamming. This is something special that you guys just happen to know that I'm telling you because I know you didn't get in here to learn how to email spam. So if you use a compliable list that's yours, you can email multiple people as well, just like you can text message. Right here, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to hit the 0 for zero delay on days. We're going to text now. And I'm simply just going to go right here and add message to list below. Now this is the one that I had previously. This is the new one that I have now. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to highlight that, and I'm going to hit send text, and that's it. It will take care of the text messages 100% hands-free, just like you see right there. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and we're done. It says sent. It's a done deal. It works as easy as that. Now, pretend I didn't show you all the functions. Pretend I didn't show you all the features. Pretend I didn't do any of that. Let's just say that I'm going to go ahead and close out of this, and I've already got my system set up. All you have to do to send this off is simply open, takes just a few seconds to open up, and if you already have a list like I do, I'm going to go ahead and import right now. If you don't, you'll go ahead and scrape just like I showed you, and then it will prompt all the phone number leads inside here. Let's import. Clock is ticking. We're going to do this in under a minute right here. We're at 24 seconds. And now we're going to go to run. And guess what, guys? We're going to hit here. Boom. We're done. 43 seconds, I was done. 43 seconds. How many? And once again, I want you to see right here, look. This number's already been texted. So when it went to go text, guess what? It skipped it. Because it will not send a text message. It's already sent with it checked off. Now that's 43 seconds that I did all that. Think about what you can do in 43 seconds to make your phone ring off the hook, or to bring nothing but mad traffic to your website, or to get tons of leads through email. Think about that, because there's not many things that you can find. We're going to get on back onto the show. Now, basically, let's get back here. Hold up. Okay, there we go. I've already went over a lot of this, but I want to retouch all this again. I want to make sure that you know all the things there is to know about the auto SMS system. I'm going to be brief about this, so don't worry. I'm not going to take a lot of time on this page. But the bottom line is I want you to know that this system does exactly what I say it does. It broadcasts text messages to unlimited cell phones without per message fees. Guys, I know guys that have gateways that are sending out text messages $20,000 a month, and they're paying $2,000 a month for short codes right now. $2,000 a month for short codes for 20,000 texts. This system will do 20,000 in 3 hours, for God's sakes. We also have it set up to scrape cell phone numbers from Craigslist, Backpage, eBay Classified, For Sale by Owner, and new domains, Merchant Circle, Yellow Pages. We have it all. You can do unlimited sending and receiving with your accounts. You can load up 100 email accounts in there, and it will send it all at a 100-string process, sending them boom, 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 boom. I mean, you could do 1,000 in less than 15 minutes with 100 accounts in there, for crying out loud, or even faster. We got an automated autoresponder system for all you guys that like to be lazy or like to have a system that takes care of everything turnkey. There you go. That's why I have it. That's why I love this system. I don't have to do nothing. Easy forwarding to any email address. You can build your own mailing customer list overnight. Instantly connect with thousands of new customers, clients, and buyers. I don't care what the case is of the scenario. You can build informational lists. You can do whatever you want. And most importantly, what I want you to know is 85% of the users that bought my system already are making money. And most of them made money the first day. And that is no joke. If you just want to make your phone ring with just one click, I'll tell you what. This is the system. I can't go over that. You saw the click. I hit the text. Maybe when I say with just a click, I should say 3 clicks. How's that sound? I know that takes a little bit out of the edge right there, but it really is entirely a click. You saw how easy it is. I showed you right there. And also at the same time, you can target to your marketing locally or nationwide, bottom line. And you can skyrocket your business instantly, being able to have something that gives you that much leverage. Now, I want you to know, for attending tonight, I want to give you something. I don't care if you don't buy. I'm still going to make sure that you understand, that I want you to understand how powerful mobile marketing is, bottom line. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to throw in the mobile advertising that converts volume 1 and 2. It's yours. I found it when I first started. It didn't make me make all the money and do everything that I do now, but I'll tell you what, it helped me lay down the foundation to know exactly the basic, easy terminology that you need to know so you can do this, bottom line. It helped me understand how to convert. It helped me get the statistics, some of the stats that I even went over with you. It is a really great bonus product that I'm offering for you. Also, I'm going to give you the click to call and the mobile redirect HTML script. These are cool. If you have a website, you give them to your web guy, or if you're a web designer, you can know what to do with them. Your web guy know what to do with them. You can get those as well. And I also want to do something with you. I want to go through a real quick analysis with you so you understand why I love this system and why I take the time out of my day to spend this with an audience I cannot even see, so you can understand that this is the way to go. It's the holy grail. And the bottom line is you have 3 options in this business. You got advertising, you got text marketing, and you got telemarketing. Let me tell you something about advertising. It's high cost, it's extremely unpredictable, and it's often ineffective. And just in case you're wondering what advertising is, it's going to be like having like mail-outs or door hangers or flyers. These are things that you hear people do that spend a lot of money, and they're way behind on the times. I'm talking they're way behind on the times. And basically with that said, you know, those guys, they're never going to learn. They're going to pay all their money out on their budget. They're going to go through everything and exhaust their funds and not get but a few calls a day, bottom line, doing that type of advertising, because it's game over. You know why? Because the next one that's going to be in the market is going to be telemarketing. Telemarketing is something that is high cost. It does get mild results if you have the right telemarketing business. I mean, there's places in India and Pakistan that sound beautiful on the phone. I mean, they're trained to actually have country accents, for crying out loud. They know what they're doing. And you get a good company like that, yeah, you'll get deals, but guess what? You'll pay for them, and you usually split them. And they usually want money up front before they even consider working with you. But they do work. But they take thousands of dollars out of your pocket before they work, and you got to hope that they work, because guess what? Nothing in life is guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed except for the glass of water that's in your hand that you're going to get a drink as you put it on your mouth. Bottom line. So you can put a lot of money in there and all of a sudden come out the losing end and lose $7,000 to $8,000 with telemarketing. I know. I got a couple friends that just did. Or you got text marketing. Guess what? It's low in cost, high in results. You want to know how I know? 87% of people that get a text message check it within the first hour. If I texted my wife right now, I guarantee you that she would get up off of the couch and go and check her phone, and she would be very upset that it came from me, but she still looked. Bottom line. And that's a fact. And I'm telling you right now that it's low in cost because there are 0 fees. Fee-free every text message because you're utilizing an email, and they're highly effective. Because when you're getting it across in a way everybody looks, they read it, it gets in their head, they can't delete it, they can't hang up on it, so it will seem to actually convert more. And the rules of averages, it proves that when someone sees a text message, that it sticks in their head. It goes through something to where they're funneling. So if they come across that problem through the rules of averages of luck, guess what? You got yourself a customer. You got yourself a lead. And that's just what you need. Now, I launched this 30 days ago on February 29th to a large amount of people. We actually had about 2,000 to 3,000 on that actual launch. Kershawn actually was one of the JVs on that launch, and he had a review site, and he knows all about this product. And you know what? He did a great job. You know, one of the things that I found, though, with these launches are they're not as strong as a webinar. You don't get to talk to me. You don't get to hear me. You don't get to go through the demonstration. You just buy on the fly. But I'll tell you what, all 275 copies were sold. And you know what? They were sold in 45 minutes, bottom line. And they were sold for $19.97. I'm never going to lower that price because it would not be fair to everybody else that's already bought it. And I'm not going to up the price because it would not be fair to you for you to buy it. So it is $19.97, and it is for a limited time only. Bottom line. Only 50 copies will be sold on this specific email list that is attending tonight for this webinar. It will happen fast. The reason why I know is because the statistics of this webinar with having 500 people on it is going to convert out exactly right on the money. And with that said, I want you to know that I do have an ironclad guarantee, but at the same time I want you to know that this guarantee is not a guarantee coming from a man that is completely flourishing his guarantee. I want you to know that I'm only selling to people that want to buy. When you buy this system, it is yours. There is no refund for this system because my guarantee that I have wrapped with this system is for support. So with that said, for 30 days, if you cannot get me to make this work, or you have a problem to where your computer is not able to work with the auto SMS system, and it's technical and it's software related, not marketing related, I'll be very honest with you, I'm going to give you your money back. If you contact me and say, hey, I never used it, I bought it 3 weeks ago and I want my money back, I'm going to tell you no. And I'm going to say that this webinar is recorded, and I will be more than happy to supply it to your credit card provider when you charge back, because I do not run a business like that. But I do run a business that is guaranteeing my product, that it works, that it sends text messages, and I also want you to know on top of that that I'm including my training modules and my concept modules to help you understand how to market, so you can see how I market, so you can take what I do, take the ebooks I give you, and anything you find along the way, so you can actually do it yourself and be successful with it. And most importantly, have a working software, because without the software, how are you going to text to 50,000 people? You can't. This is the only way. Either you do it with me or you do it with someone else. It doesn't matter. But the question I have for you is, do they accept all major credit cards? Are they secure? And are they upfront with their guarantee and tell you exactly how it works? No. Bottom line, they're not. This is how you order, guys. It's very simple. And I've been saying guys a lot. You know, I want to also say ladies as well. I'm sure we have some ladies in the audience as well, so I want to address both parties. But what I want you all to do is I want you to go to autosmssystem.com. You can go right there. You're going to see the testimonials. You're going to see videos. I got some cool case studies on there, guys. I got everything you need. You're going to be able to purchase it secure with a credit card. We're going to be working tonight, getting everybody set up. We're going to be making sure that everybody is processed, everybody gets their download, everybody gets their license. We're going to take care of the full process with you guys, and it's going to go awesome. Now, once again, I want you to know that you need to go to autosmssystem.com and get your copy right now. Once 50 copies go, that's all my merchant account can hold. I'm being very honest with you. If I go over 100,000, it will freeze my account. I have to spend all this money on deposits, have to do all these different things. I can't go through it. I just got up from 50,000 to 100,000. We can only sell 50 copies, bottom line. So with that said, you do not want to miss this small opportunity. I don't want to see you do that. I don't want to see this happen to where I can't take any more transactions. I don't want none of that. I want you to know that this is something that you guys need to get on right now if it's something that you're interested in doing, something that you want to do, something that you want to make good money at, a good working marketing system, something that when you go to bed every night that you know that you're doing something every day that can bring in leads. Go right there to autosmssystem.com. Get it. It's awesome. It works for me. It's worked for over 400 other people in the past 7 months. This system's hot. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys taking the time to allow me to go through this. It's been roughly about an hour. I'm sure you guys probably are either convinced or tired of hearing me talk. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let Kershawn get back on here. He's going to tell you all guys good night. He invited you here. He's a good host. He's a good guy. And I appreciate his hospitality and sharing you guys so I can show you exactly what I offer. You all have a good evening, and thanks again.
All right, Greg, thanks a lot, buddy, for coming on and sharing all this wonderful information, man. Guys, if you, you know, he's laid out everything out on the line for you guys. He showed you guys exactly how the system works. I think as being, pretty modest with it, he makes a lot of money with this system. Not just, he's not one of the guys who just makes a lot of money coming out selling tools and stuff like that. He actually goes into the trenches. He develops software and tools that allow him to make money to feed his family. and then he was just gracious enough to come out and share it with us. This is not something that he has to do, come out and share to be able to make a living. He makes a living actually going out there and marketing. So, this is a really great tool that he's offering you guys here. And also with that, he says he's going to be providing some training modules showing you exactly how he uses it. And I've seen some of those, that have shown him making upwards of up to $3,000, a day on good days, actually utilizing the system and blasting out to people. So, Craig, if you don't mind, we have a few questions here that, for you to answer. Do you have a few minutes?
Sure, I'm available.
All right, buddy. The first one was on, collecting phone numbers. The first question out there was, how many phone numbers, can you collect in a day, with the system?
Well, it's all about how you're looking. If you're going through and you're actually trying to scrape phone numbers and you're not using any keywords, it's all about the speed of the internet and how many numbers are out there. There's no reason why somebody shouldn't be able to get 30 to 50,000 scraped in a day. It all depends, though. You could be able to scrape more, but most people aren't going to text 50,000 text messages in a day. Notice how I said it very modestly, 5 to 10,000 text messages a day is enough to keep the doctor away. You're going to keep some money in your pocket. You're going to not have any fees to worry about. You're not racing or anything. You're going to be doing this every day. So, if you scraped out 5 to 10,000 in the morning for a few hours, an hour, you could easily hit the button and send out and be done in another hour, and your marketing's done for the day.
Awesome. Well, that kind of bleeds right into my next question, which was, how many text messages do you recommend? First, how many text messages can the software send out in a day? And along with that is how many do you actually recommend? Because I'm pretty sure it gets sent out a whole lot more than you would probably recommend that we do. But, what's kind of your recommendations on that, and how many can the software handle?
Well, here's the thing. Pretend that I told you I had the fastest car in the world. Mm-hmm. And the thing about this particular pedal here is you could actually push it as far as you can go. And it'll go as fast as you want it to go. But it only limits on how far you can push it with your foot. If you had a longer foot, it would go down further. And with that said, in that comparison, what I'm trying to say is there's an unlimited amount of texting you could do. If you had 100 email accounts in there, you'd send out 100 emails, 100 text messages every 3 to 15 seconds. You'd be sending out thousands, 50,000, 60,000. If you had 200 emails in there, it would do 2 times that. So really, you're limited on just your email accounts. So let's just say, if you got 1 email account, you're going to send out 1 text every 3 to 15 seconds. If you're somebody that's a mathematical person, you can do the formula and have the factual answer for you right there on your calculator by saying I'm going to do 1 text message every 15 seconds, and then that means that you got 4 text messages every single minute, and if you got 60 minutes inside of that, you're going to have 240 text messages an hour.
Awesome. All right, and then the other questions I have were concerns around the whole do not call thing. I think you kind of answered that, but I know that's probably ringing in people's minds. People are scraping text messages off of different public sites out there. So the legality of that. So can you talk a little bit more about that as far as being able to scrape and text to people that are advertising their phone numbers out there?
Most definitely. And one thing I don't do is I don't talk legalities. What I do is I talk facts. And one thing you can do is by going to the do not call list, as easy as going to the do not call list rules and regulations on Google and type that in. You'll see how they have it highlighted in bold that business phone numbers are exempt from the do not call list, which includes sales solicitation of the number or utilizing it in a commercial way. So with that said, automatically that tells me right there on the spot without being a lawyer or consulting with a lawyer that they automatically are exempted if they're saying call me for credit repair. Does it not?
Right, and I guess we probably, thanks for reminding me of that, we probably should make the disclaimer here on the webinar that neither of us or are attorneys. So for legal advice, please consult your attorneys. We're just sharing with you how we
correct. For any legal advice, what I call it common marketing sense. You know what I mean? Right. It's one of those things to where everyone has to understand that we're just as same as them. When we give advice, the advice that we're given is facts that we see on websites that are given from us from the FCC, FCCTC. We're also going to have other sites that are going to be out there as well. Do not call lists are kind of hard to find a site for, but it's going to be more on the FCC side. and you can find that through Google, and these are all things that you guys can find as well, and that's why I'm sharing it to you. This is not rocket science. This is something that is all common sense, that are all written down, but by all means, I'm not an attorney, so I don't even answer legal questions. You know, I recommend anybody to go see an attorney if they're doing anything, but if they're sending out text messages and they're scraping and they're getting things that are exempted from the do not call list, and they're sending permission-based text messages, they are following the law. Anything other than that, loopholes, you got to contact a lawyer for that. I can't help you with that stuff.
Awesome. Well, I guess that kind of really covers the questions that I had there that came through. So again, guys, just one more time, if you are in the market for a system that allow you to be able to blast out to up to 50,000 people per day, get your business message in front of up to 50,000 people, but you're sending text messages where, not like an email, where you're sending out to a large email list and you get a 10 to 20% open rate, but we can get an 85% open rate. We can have people, brand new people, looking at your opportunity, your business presentation, your website, or just giving you a call. You can always send out your phone number and say, hey, if you're looking for XYZ, give me a call. Target it. As you saw in the system, you can actually go in and specifically target the type of people that you're looking for, based on the type of business that they're in, based on the type of service that they're providing. So if you are in the market for that, if you're in a network marketing company or have a brick and mortar business or any type of business, and you want to benefit from that, just go on to autosmssystem.com, like Craig said, and just go ahead and pick that system up, and I'm sure you'd be glad that you did. All right, guys, that's it for me. Craig, any closing words?
No, we pretty much did everything we could, guys. I can't force you to do anything you don't want. I can't make you believe anything you don't want to believe. But one thing I can do is only tell you facts, tell you something as a testimonial on my side, and also for many others, I have videos, I have audios, I have everything that you need to make a wise decision if this is something for you. It's very simple to go to autosmssystem.com, check it out. Get out a secure credit card, use your American Express, I don't care, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And this is something that if you really want to make some good money and you want to have a good marketing system that can get your concepts, your services, or your business across the board, I don't think you could even rebuttal me. One time I asked anybody right now to send me a question that's asking if theirs is better than mine, and I'll assure you that it's not going to happen. I'm not saying it with arrogance. I'm trying to be humble, but at the same time, I want everyone to know that my life is consisted of consistently going to Google and typing in and looking for anybody out there that thinks they have something like mine, just so I can make mine better. And guess what? I continue just to make mine better because I'm bored and I can't find anybody out there at all that has anything like what I got. So with that said, I want you guys to have a great evening. Go to autosmssystem.com. I appreciate your time, Krishan. I appreciate your hospitality, sharing me with your list, letting me get on here and go over this with everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm not an actor, but I've been doing this for a while, so I'm pretty sure that you had to have liked some of what I've said. I know it's pretty informational. And once again, if you want your bonuses, get me on email at craig@autosmssystem.com. I'll make sure you get your bonuses. I'll send them